on there? Welcome back to Christman Garage. And today we're going to talk a little bit about tools. I'm a big fan of Harbor Freight tools. I get my clothes from Tractor Supply, I believe. Yeah, I like Tractor Supply. O'Reilly's. We get our car parts mostly from O'Reilly's. But we're going to talk about some Harbor Freight tools today. A lot of people say they're junk and they don't do this and they burn up in a hurry and stuff like that. But you know, sometimes you just got to use your head. And I'm messing around with these here 4.5-inch grinders. And you see this one right here has got a wire wheel on it. It's been used pretty rough, you know. But the old girl still runs. And I'll tell you why they still run. And I'll tell you something else. I cannot stand having a wire wheel on one and then wanting to do some cutting or grinding and have to change the wheel. And these things only cost less than $10. So what I do, I buy another one. And I'll put a cutoff wheel on this one. So now I got one with a cutoff wheel and one with a wire wheel. Well, what if I did some heavy duty welding and I wanted to do some grinding on it with a paddle wheel? Well, I've got another one here with a paddle wheel on it. That works pretty good sharpening lawnmower blades and buffing off a weld. And now I got one more over here. A buddy of mine sent me a pattern. Now this is a 4.5-inch Harbor Freight grinder, $9 and some odd cents, and we made it into like a little skill saw. You can just put that on your sheet metal, grip it right along. That works pretty good. But the other day I got to I need one for grinding. I need one with a hard wheel. And I didn't want to take one of these all pieces, and I guess you can figure out by now, I ain't scared to buy a 4.5-inch grinder. Guess what? I went out in my cupboard, found 4. Still in the box, ready to go. Pretty near ready to go. Now, I'm telling you something about these here electrical tools from Harbor Freight. They're all pretty tough if you treat them right. And if you treat them right, they'll give you some pretty good service. Now, I'm going to open this up here. You see I'm taking it right out of the box, brand new. It's been out there in the box for a very good while. And one thing you want to do with these tools is break them in. And I found that if you break them in, they'll last for a long time. Now, what I mean by breaking them in is plug them up and let them run until they get warmed up. Shut them off, plug them in, let them run. And it'll take maybe 45 minutes to an hour to do one. But if you don't do that, I've had guys come in my shop, grab a brand new one out of the cupboard, and 45 minutes later they burned it up because they got a brand new piece of equipment hot under pressure without breaking in. But breaking them in, you're letting the motor sit there and idle or run at full speed, whatever it wants to do, and lets the brushes seed into the armature. And once you do that, you get a lot of life out of them. But look at this right here. I want to have a cutoff wheel on this one, and I don't have one. So what we'll have to do is just have to get one. I was lucky that time I got that off my hand. Here's something else I always do. I keep a good supply of wheels. In this box right here, I got all kinds of wheels. Here we got an extra wire wheel. Here's some little cutoff wheels for a die grinder. Here's grinding wheels for a 4-inch grinder. Here's some for a 4.5-inch grinder. And we'll go get one of them out and put that on here. And look, here's a whole bunch of the cutoff wheels. Here's some more paddle wheels. And here's some little polishing wheels for the little die grinder. I do right much work with metal. And I like to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't like to be messing around with tools and stuff. But see, that's why you got to put that on there. But I'm not going to put that on there right now. I'm going to let this motor sit here and run for a while. And all I'm going to do is just put it in like that and turn it on and let it run. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to let that motor run for probably an hour or so. Well, whatever it takes to let it get warm. It's going to take longer than a warm day because it's cold out there. But we're going to let that thing run for a while. Alright, we've let this thing run for about an hour or so. We got it pretty well seated in. There's a handle around here someplace for it. I bet we still left that in the box. Yep, right here. This is the box. Oh, look at this. They even sent a wrench with it. Let me take this wrench out. See? Now, these motors, if you break them in right, they'll last a long time. And they actually send you some extra brushes if you burn them up. But if you change them brushes out before she starts smoking, because once she starts smoking, you've melted your armature and screwed everything up down in there, and that ain't going to work. And I'm going to set this up with a 4.5-inch grinder, so when I get out there to go welding, I got me a nice grinder. I ain't got to keep jumping around switching out another grinder for it. And, uh-oh, we left off a piece. Can't do that. I'll probably get some slack from this, but, you know, I really don't care. I'm old enough, I don't really worry about what people think anymore. But, there we go. Now, and I've broken a lot of these grinders and given them to my boys. They work on the race car and stuff. And see, there's a button right here. You can lock that down so it don't turn. You turn it and feel it lock in. There it goes, locked in. You like that. And a lot of times when I undo some, I don't even use the wheel. I lock that in to hit that in my hand like that, and it comes right off. But don't do that with a wire wheel. It'll hurt you. And, see that? Now we're ready to go. Here we go. One more grinder. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grinders ready to go. And just remember, tools that start giving you trouble are going to go to the bad if you don't take care of them. But if you take care of them, they'll give you a lot of good service. Well, we thank you for watching this episode. And I watch a lot of these YouTube things, and they always say, hit the like button and subscribe button. I don't see it. I hope you all see it. Have a good day.